When you visit Waterview Heights Nursing Home in Charlotte, a sign greets you at the door. It's from the Department of Health. It lists violations ranging from abuse and neglect to insufficient staffing. Now, those findings echo what I've uncovered in more than a dozen investigations of that facility. And tonight, we take a look at the state's findings. If you've visited Waterview Heights lately, you likely saw this notice on the door. That's because New York law requires nursing homes to post the results of its most recent certification survey in a place accessible to residents and families. And according to public records, the last unannounced certification inspection yielded 33 violations. Among them, the complaint I've heard time and again, too few nurses. In fact, the Department of Health found the problem was widespread and posed immediate jeopardy to resident health and safety.
So right now...
In March, I told you about Michelle Jackson's experience. The licensed practical nurse worked at Waterview and says she shot this video during an 18-hour shift.
I'm just the nurse, and there's no aides right now in my unit. There's only like 2 nurses in the whole building right now, actually. Call lights are going off. Crazy. 1, 2, 3. And then down at the other end, way down there, there's some lights that are lit up. I'm currently trying to pass out breakfast, do diabetes checks, like blood sugar checks, and pass meds and everything. This place is crazy. This is Waterview Heights.
Of the 33 violations, the Department of Health says more than a third are widespread. This is one of them. The law requires that residents be safe and free from abuse and neglect. But the Department of Health not only says the problem is widespread, but also actual harm has occurred. That echoes my investigative findings. Staff have shared pictures with me of residents made to lie for hours in their own urine and feces. The Department of Health returned for another inspection last week. I reached out to Bruce Gendron, a vice president of the Grand Healthcare System, the company that owns the Waterview. He says the reinspection went extremely well, and those issues you are referring to were found by DOH to be corrected. Focus on the positive sometime. So I asked the DOH about what they found when they re-inspected the facility. They said the facility will get that report in days. Then we'll have to submit a plan to correct any remaining problems. Of course, I'll bring you the results of that re-inspection when I get them.